Welcome back, and today what we are doing is we are first of all commandeering Guildmate's account, Overdrive Sin here. He managed to pull Talin, whereas I did not. So we are now on his account to do a little review on Talin. Now what he did is he 60'd her, put her up to full promotion, and he skilled her up until the point where she needs crystals. So this is one of those kind of points where I'll put a lot of legendaries up to this point until I make sure that they're going to be used in everyday content or if it's absolutely needed. So this works out perfect. So this is how we're going to be trying her out. We are going to be trying her out in a few different pieces of content. I'm thinking we're going to try her out in Gear Raid 2. I don't know how well she'll do, but we'll see. Gear Raid 1. Again, I think I'll try her here. I don't think... I've seen her do some work there. Gear Dungeon 2, I could see her doing pretty well. And then Gear Raid 3, we're going to try her out as well, although she's magic damage, so there's that. But first things first, let's see if we can help him out a little bit with her here. So let's take her out, throw her in, take her out, throw him in. And you know what? We're just going to start with a quick equip, see what that puts on her. He does not have as much gear as me, so he's fairly limited on the gear. Alright, we'll try that. We will try that. I don't think we're going to get the crit rate where we need it. No, we're not. Yeah, so there's no point in building that. Let's see. I think he got some pretty decent Infernal Roar pieces though, so let's check that on out. Actually, you know what, we're just gonna do a quick unequip you, quick change you with, let's see, that'd probably be a pretty good one. Yeah, we're gonna quick change you with Twyla. Alright, and then she can wear the Ichor's Chalice, which is good for her in her tank form for sure, but for this we're gonna go ahead and put her in probably Spirit Siphon. That's his best artifact for rangers on this account, so that works. We'll just quick equip the tank because might as well, and apparently take her completely out of the party because, you know, that's what we do. We'll just quick equip these guys. Yeah, we'll call it a day. I don't think this will be super difficult, but let's see how she does. Let's see. We'll put her here for her bear form first. And there we go. Silas could go ahead and do that. We're going to put Idril back here. Yeah, so far great. I mean, this isn't super impressive at the moment. We're not a very high stage right now. But she's definitely doing some solid damage. Let's put Hex down. Alright, so Hex is doing about 60k a hit. Okay. She was doing around 100k a hit. I don't know how comparable the gear is, to be completely honest. So, before you take that word for law, just know that I'm not sure exactly how Hex is geared. We got a lot of people coming up, so let's throw Ymirit down too and see if he's even needed. He's not. Okay, so she could definitely be helpful in the trial. There's a handful of there's only a handful of ground units in piercers anyways. And actually, in the Watchguard stage 15, she might be useful as well. So good thing to look out for there. Do we want to? No. It would take all the way to stage 10 to get a good jump in difficulty, and I'm not looking to spend that much time on it. She'll likely be helpful in the trial all the way up to the end. She does do magic damage though, so just keep that in mind. Artifact material raid. Let's see. I don't want to mess up his team, and I'm not even entirely sure what he's set up, but actually he hasn't set up. So we'll go back to 18 real quick, because I don't mind messing this one up. And we're going to put her in, and we are going to... What do you have for Watch Guard? Oh, you have Leia. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put her back in there. And let's see. You're going to get Ichor's Chalice this time. And let's see. Do you have enough to enhance it? Yeah. We could enhance it a little bit. Alright, there we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and try her out here. We need one more unit. Who did I remove? I'm not sure. You know, no. I don't think it'll last long enough to matter, but we will go ahead and use her. Actually, she probably doesn't even have the skill unlocked yet. We'll go in like this. Why not? No real point. Alright, so she's gonna be numero uno down, then she's gonna be down, and she's gonna be down. Interesting. Looks like she might just be able to solo it. Well, this is with Power of Dominance on, of course. So, keep that in mind. Who just died? Oh. Did she just die, or... I don't know if she just died, or if I withdrew her. It doesn't really matter either way, because this is going completely fine. And look at that damage she's putting out. And I think she could solo heal herself. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Now, like I said, this is with Power Dominance on, so take that with a grain of salt. But she is solo damaging it right now. Okay, now she's taking a bit of damage. Alright, so now she's gonna die. She almost had it though. Almost had that there. And if I had thrown a little bit more help down with her, would have been completely fine. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna record a new auto for him. I know AMR 15 or 18 isn't the most impressive thing, but that's fine. Eventually I will help him push farther. I'm gonna let him try to push farther first. I don't want to steal all the clears on him. Alright, you come back up. And now, let's see. You can go down there. You can go down there. And there we go. Alright. Is that a new record? We'll see. Yes, it is. And it should have also updated the gear for him. So now he doesn't have to keep this gear on them either. Oh, no, it doesn't do it. Does it only do it on these ones? Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, so Gear Raid 119. We have a full epic team here. Interesting. Alright. Let's go with you know what? Let's just go ahead and rethink this whole team. So, Leia, we'll put Wukong in there because why not? Alright, there we go. Let's look at... Do we actually want to look at Piercers? Piercers might be a better comp for her, but we're gonna stick with this because we're gonna play around with this a little bit. And then he has Comet. Alright. He's also got Honora. We're just gonna quick equip her. That's fine. Ymir it. Alright, let's look for Esoterus. Alright. That's not Raiden. And let's put Laurel in there. Where might Laurel be? There she is. And then Dao Chan. No gear. here's what we're gonna do with this. We're gonna go attack percent with attack. We're gonna steal that. We're gonna steal that. We're gonna steal that. And now we're gonna look at attack percent. And we're gonna look for calamity pieces because I don't think he has too many just regular pieces. We're gonna steal that from Nocturne because Nocturne doesn't seem that important. Alright, there we go. Did he not get her exclusive? Huh, interesting. Alright, there we go. That works. Now this is with power dominance on, so there's that. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna place her first. And generally we would put her in our piercer comp, put her back here. But because she's not in a piercer comp, we're gonna put her right there. Just right in front of the wall. And we're gonna put him there. If she was in a piercer comp right now, she'd be attacking already. And then him there. Alright, and now we're gonna put her there. And then over on this side, we're gonna have this group of people. And we're actually gonna go with Nora first. There we go. Alright, let's switch her. I didn't realize I didn't yet. Now she's pretty much going head to head with two mages here. So we're just gonna turn on auto ult and see how it goes. I mean, so far it's not going too bad. It's looking like this is gonna be a victory. It should be, considering this is with power dominance. But, you know, gear does play a factor in that. There's a lot of Winter's Touch going out there. Alright. This looks like it should be nearing the end here. She's going toe-to-toe with the boss at this point. And it's just the boss and one unit left. And Wukong can also hit the boss at this point. So yeah, it's over. I'd be curious to see who took the most damage on that. Or put out the most damage on that. Well, it's his new auto. Oops. Oh, look at that. He got a Demon Captain shard. Cool. Alright, stats. That's what I meant to look at. Okay, so she managed to put out more damage than Anora and Comet. She was down longer, so that makes sense, but that's interesting. So far, I've pretty much just used her in her ground form. Let's see. I don't think she'll be able to do the damage to take out these running units, but we're going to throw her in here just to check. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. And let's see. How much damage does she actually put out on her own? I mean, that's pretty solid damage. That's enough to kill those guys with power dominance, obviously. Let's see. With her ult. Okay. Alright, so let's see how this goes. I didn't expect this to be a serious test. I expected it to pretty much just those guys get through and we'd call it a day. Oh, screwed that up a little bit. Unfortunate on that. But let's see. Okay, with power dominance, she could survive that. That's a plus. And let's try it without Dolores. I mean, she's doing quite a bit of damage. Let's see. I mean, she does enough damage to get the kills. Is it fast enough for this type of content? Not really. But she could fill this role, for sure, with a lot of work. Do I recommend it as a first clear method? Definitely not. That would almost likely not work. Gear Raid 3, like I said, she's going to be good in Gear Raid 3. The problem that she's going to have is the magic damage. Because all of the units here have light armor, which, as we saw earlier, I believe, pretty much light armor has a 20% damage, or a piercing damage has 20% more damage to light armor, whereas heavy armor is what takes magic. Let's see. Is there a way to... There used to be a way to click on stuff there and see what the weaknesses were, but pretty much light armor does have a slight strength to magic. So she could work there, but it's going to take a lot of work. Although there is one thing I want to test out that I am not sure on. During her bear form, I'm wondering if she can hit air units. I could never tell if these guys are within the range or not, so we'll just have to wait till they move up. Okay, so she cannot hit air units when she's in bear form. That's a little bit disappointing. I was hoping she'd be able to hit air units when she was in her bear form too. It makes sense why she can't, but I was hoping that she was able to. Alright, so that is good to know. So if you're to use her in Gear Raid 3, you have to put her on a platform. Gear Dungeon 2, he's at stage 2 right now. Let's see. Yeah, let's go for it. See if we could clear stage 2 for him. Probably would have put SmileOne in here. I don't know why I didn't. That's fine. Alright, so she's doing fine there against that guy. Okay, so she cleared those guys out just fine. Alright. Alright, let's try her up top here. Let's see if she can tank that boss. And let's take Hollow out, put SmileOne in. That rage regen goes a long way. We'll put her right here. We'll put Baron right there. 2 times that, put that there. And then Talin will go right here. And then after that guy goes away, we'll go ahead and put Maul right here to help out there. And now let's see. Alright, yeah, she could tank that pretty well. Now obviously, right now it doesn't matter if it's magic or physical damage, but she does do magic damage. So that's one of the things that would count against her. Alright, let's see how she handles a group like this. Because I believe she has a 3 block like this. Okay, so far so good. Is she gonna need some help here? Nope, she's not even gonna need any help. Alright, cool. So she could definitely help out here. This is not necessarily how. You're better off using her as a cycle for the physical and magic clones. Obviously she would work for the magic clones, not the physical ones. But that's for later stages. Currently, he's only got stage 2 unlocked. We'll finish stage 2 here, just so he has it. Let's see. Any way we could make this a little bit faster? Let's find out. Right, there we go. Let's do this, and let's just auto alt from here, and that should be it. Oh, we got 2 more people there that don't want to walk yet. Fantastic. Come on, Idril. Oh, and you're gonna attack the boss that hasn't started walking yet. Okay, whatever. Alright. Talin got the finishing blow. See that? She's worth it. Alright, that was a very odd clear for that, but it works. Alright, so she definitely works there. Now let's check out Gear Dungeon 1. Because this is the magic one. Let's take Wukong out. Let's put Talin in, and we're gonna put her in there. Let's see. Let's take Lasir out, put her in. All right, we're redoing this team. Does he have Vierna? No Vierna. I could have swore he had Vierna. Huh? No Vierna. Would you look at that? That's a little odd. That sucks a little bit. Alright, so Esoterus it is. Let's look for another tank. He works as a tank. And what else are we looking for? Ranged magic damage. He's got Valk. Yeah, let's go with her. Looks like she's got gear on, so we're gonna trust it. Alright, I don't remember these early stages a whole lot, so we're gonna put her right here. We're gonna put her right here. Tank man can go behind. She could go ahead and ult immediately. I almost feel bad for that mob. Damn. He walked within range of the bear and she just 200k on his ass. Alright, let's see how she does here. Okay, so she could definitely use a little bit of support there. She does a good bit of knockback, so that's good. Let's go ahead and do this. Anora did most of that damage there. And this should be good to go, honestly. She provides an extra block area there, so that's helpful. But I think the biggest thing that's going to be, what I'm going to do is I'm going to redeploy her as a ranged unit here and see how she does like that. Because I could actually put 2 people down. There we go. And she could go back down. Let's see how she does like this. Not bad. I mean, Honora's doing a ton of damage. I can't say much about what she's putting out. I mean, she's hitting hard though. I will say that much. I believe this is the last of the units coming down. Do that, and we'll do that and call it a day. Okay, cool. Let's see how she did there, because she was competing with Honora there, and that's some hard competition for an AoE mage area. All right, and I mean, she did 3k or 3 mil. She only did a little bit less than a mil less than Honora. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. She's solid there. She's definitely not, that's not where you're going to be using her. I could see people getting use out of her in places like Doom Tower, Void Rift, Tower of Deception for sure. I could see use being gotten out of there. Drake's Chasm with Abyss 1. She'll hit that magic shield pretty solidly. So that is handy. And also with something like Titanic Ruins, she should be able to do some pretty decent damage here. Which it looks like he's already done a run here. What is his run? Oh yeah, we could beef those numbers up. Let's see, does he have another team ready to go? He does. So we'll do this. I'm not going to do this just yet because there's definitely some work to be done here, because we have an arbiter team that can almost be put in. All right, so yeah, Talin, definitely a solid unit. We'll do a full, what I'll do is, this was more or less the testing on her. I'll do a full kit review once I'm back on my account, and yeah, that video will go up first. This one will go up after that, and you'll have already seen it. So yeah, she's definitely a good unit. She's not necessarily needed anywhere, but she's very unique, and she's the only one that can right now be put on both ground units and tile units. So let me know what you think of her. Let me know if you pulled her, because I did not, unfortunately, but that's how it goes sometimes. Let me know where you're planning on using her, if you did pull her or if you just pulled her for collection purposes. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.